and it's adhesive back film that has this frost on it. So you can put it over clear things because it's translucent, so you can put it over like acetate windows, anything like that, or of course put it over paper. The reason there's some spots that aren't is just I've been literally sticking chunks down throughout the show. Because you can do an entire 12 by 12 if you wanted to, or you can just cut up little pieces. You can die cut this with a regular die cutter or any type of even thin dies, or you can use your electronic die cutter, so you can cut it with an Eclipse or anything like that. But if you want, you can take it and you can even show, you can do Valentine, Christmas, anything like that. Take any of the papers. Now the thing about frosted film that you have to remember is it's just that, it is a film. So let me just get that started. You can see this morning. It's going to be completely flexible and pliable, so if you wanted to put it around, let's say like a pumpkin or some sort of shape, you could, because it's thin enough to do that. So you can see there's going to be the film itself, and then if you wanted to put it over this, we're just going to lay it down, and you just stick it on. And that's it.
It doesn't curl up or anything.
No.
How is it for heat resistance?
It's not heat resistant. It's a vinyl. Yeah. Yeah, so if you tried to heat it up, it would totally cook. I mean, you could go over it a little bit with your heat tool if you wanted to dry, say, alcohol ink or something like that over the top, but it's not designed to cook with a heat tool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So we'll go in, I'll talk about the metallic stains, and then talk a little bit about some of the markers as well. Go in and do some Christmas. Fun paper. Yeah. New Seasonal Craft Resist is great. The New Seasonal Craft Resist has all the seasons, just like our seasonal stash. So same papers. So you can see this is the same paper as this. Only we printed it on craft, and then we've gone in and actually created that resist over one icon or element on each page. So now I can go over this with inks or anything like that, and not only will it resist it, but it also gives it a really nice shine to it. So it's pretty fun. So I can put over, yeah, like you can do picket fence, or you can go over all sorts of inks and create that nice little resist effect.
I like the craft. I do too.
It's nice, huh?
Yeah.
And then this is the new Holidays Pass. So this is all designed after a vintage gift wrap.
Ooh, I like that too.
So
I thought that was pretty too.
It's a really fun, I think it's a fun palette to play with. You know? Keep this piece of paper. Okay. No, you're fine. I just wanted to get all my surfaces out. I haven't had none. And one more piece of, the rest is at Sizzix. Yeah, so this is the mirrored. This is another new surface. So basically this is a plastic. It's adhesive back as well. It's a pressure adhesive. It comes 2 sheets in a pack. It has this film over the top, so you can go and run it through any steel rule die. This will not be cut by thin dies. It has to be steel rule. But you can also use it through your embossing folders. And what's great about it is that after you cut something out, in fact, they're doing a make and take over at Ideology. But when you're done, you can peel off the film, and that's the mirror. So it is actually a true mirror, which is very, very cool. So it's nice that you can stick these on. When we were cutting out letters, we can stick it on your iPhone or anything like that, because it's a pressure adhesive that not only sticks to paper, but any other dimensional element too. So our new product for Ranger, of course, are the metallic distress stains. And these are 3 new metallics that are designed to work with anything water-based, because it is a water-based metallic. Before, the only metallics we've had have been either acrylic paint or alcohol ink mix it in. So we've got antique bronze, tarnished brass, and brushed pewter. And these are really kind of nice, dirty, vintage metallics. And it's pretty cool to work with because simply for the fact, that it's going to give my colors a totally different look. And there's quite a few ways that we can apply these. So first off, if I want to go over and create a metallic finish, let's just say on something printed, I'm going to shake this up, and you can see it's got that valve top. So if I want to go over something printed like a piece of paper, I can apply that. Because it's water-based, I have a little bit of time just to kind of go in and blend that with a cloth, just to create that nice gilded metallic look over the paper. So you can see that you can still see through it. It's semi-opaque, and it gives it a really nice kind of metallic finish over the top of it. So we can create metallics even over something like a craft resist. Another thing I can do though is create it using inks for a background. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll take some paper, and I think we'll go through, we'll do some brush pewter. I'm going to shake it up, and I'm going to apply it directly to the craft sheet. Then I can take my distress stains, I can take my distress ink pads, anything like that, and apply some inks right onto the craft sheet. And I can just go in and just start swiping through this. And you'll see that as I do that, you're really starting to pick up that color and that metallic, because of course it's all water-based. And then I can start drying it. Now in true distress style, react it with water, even the metallics. So I can spritz it with water, and you'll see that I can get some of those inks to move, including a little bit of metallic in there, and it creates some really great effects. So if you didn't have
What makes the stain different than the distress reinkers?
The distress stains, these are fluid version of distress. Reinkers are concentrated distress. So in other words, from the bottle, that color is the same as an ink pad. But from the reinker, it's too intense. It has to be dispensed in the ink pad in order to be that same color. So like if I took broken china, for example, and I swipe it over the top, I'm gonna have broken china. But if that was a reinker and I drifted on, it would be super dark. I would actually have to wet it out. Now the big difference is that these stains are going to react with water. So when I get them wet, the color's gonna wick. Same way the ink pads do. Reinkers won't do that. Not if you dilute them in water, because you've already reacted the color. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So for backgrounds, I mean like the trees over there, all the woodlands that we colored for ideology, we just took the reinker and put it in a mini mister with water and just sprayed a color. So if you want just a colored spray, you can totally do that with the reinkers. But if you want it to re-wet and activate, it won't do that, the reinkers with water. That's why I wanted to do stains, because I wanted to be able to layer and get this effect and have them maintain their color. And the reinkers diluted in water don't do that. They have no more play.